Shalom, Yasharallah. I hope all is well. I just saw reports that Putin went to the front lines today, the 16th. Today's the 16th, right? Or the 18th. He did it on the 16th. That he went to the front, to the troops down in Ukraine, his troops, and went like on a pep rally. You know how a general does, like in those war movies, when they're going to need them in the not so distant future to give it all they've got. They go through and try to pep them up. I saw that, and I saw that America put 200 troops, sent 200 troops to Taiwan. And if what it looks like is going to happens here pretty soon, it's no wonder that Abba brought us to Ezekiel and has had us reading Ezekiel the way we have. Now, I'm not saying I've done it perfect. I know I have not. But this isn't about me. This is about the Most High Abba Yahuwah, and you and me, all of us collectively, learning from him, coming to him through Messiah. That's what this is about. And if that, what looks like's evident, happens, you should know why we were in Ezekiel. And you should know why the world is going to pay, and it's paying the consequences. It is. We've went over this. You should know that it's all about who you give your esteem to, your allegiance, any recognition, any reverence at all. That's why Trump, the whole character of him was brought about. It was in order to gather your votes, to get you to look over here why something was actually happening over here. You got played. I used to say all the time, they played you like a fiddle. Look at this tweet or whatever here by your beloved Mr. Trump. You can see that he's more worried about money. His interest is the Benjamins, baby. And he's willing to support that company right there, Disney, in order to get it, to get the almighty dollar. And that's what he represents. That's why he's a member of the ancient primitive rite of Memphis, Mitzrayim. That's why we read about Egypt all through Ezekiel. We're almost over. I'm going to take you to chapter 43, right here. Right where I left off the last video, because we got to get this, baby. I used to also say, you got to get it while it's hot. Well, it's hot. Piping hot right now. I left off right here. Verse 12 of chapter 43, it says, this is the Torah of the house upon the mountaintop. All the boundary of it, all around, is most set apart. And there's a reason, like I say, all words. It says see next. It says see, it means open your eyes, listen. This is the Torah of the house. So what he's saying, what is the boundary? What is the house? It's the Torah of the house. Thou shalt have no other gods before him. What you're doing with stars and holidays is you've brought all kinds of disgusting things, gods, before him. And you claim, though, out the other side of your mouth, that you serve him. It's exactly who we read about in all of Scripture that don't make it, that ends up being destroyed. That's those characteristics. It's all it's a product of the curse. It is the curse. It's pride. It's you thinking you can figure it out. The boundary of the house is the Torah. It's the instructions. That's thou shalt have no other gods. It's Shabbat, keeping a Sabbath. Verse 13, and these are the measurements of the slaughter place in cubits. Now it's telling you the measurements of the slaughter place. This is how much you have to be willing to slaughter off of yourself, off your pride, off your self-image, where you are worried about what you're going to get, like a 2-year-old, and you think you got it going on when you don't. You have to slaughter that off. That's why we have to know these measurements, is for reasons like such as that. Now, I'm not going to read any more to you tonight. I just wanted to let you know that that man you're supporting, that you stand with, stands with the most notorious, well-documented pedophile company that probably has ever existed. And it's been done in the most gruesome, unacceptable ways. With these parents should have never allowed those movies after years ago, when they first heard about what was going on over there at that company in Florida. They should have boycotted it back then, but they allowed it because of what and who they serve. That's why. That's why all these transgender issues and abortion issues are the way they are, because there has never been a foundation, a rock, which is the Torah, to build on. The storm came, remember? Messiah said, the wise man builds his house upon a rock, the foolish man upon sand. And when the storm comes, it knocks the house down. The storm's coming. They've been telling us. They tell you exactly what they want you to know. That's the reason you see in the news about these document leaks. This is them telling you exactly what they want to tell you, what they want you to hear, to get ready for what we've been reading about in Ezekiel. Gog and Magog, all those things, Egypt and Babylon. There's a reason he took it.